Feel free to utilize the sofas and whatever.
We need to put quiet.
So that's what I do. The next distributor I get, then I just place some money in if you don't get one before. I place some money in. Are we talking about that tonight?
You know what? You get quiet.
Distributors.
What about distributors? I guess it may come up.
She told me you didn't anything you usually want to do. You can get something. She said, I get something. For me to strip toy. I said, I think you can get
Hmm? Oh, thank you.
Today?
Thank you.
I thought that you'd be a customer. She said, no. I'll be a customer.
Who said that?
Toya. I said, so I'm going to think she want to be.
It's the one I'm
The one from Sunday, did she sign up?
So she said, I was like, you sure you want to be a customer? I don't want you to feel pressure.
Yeah.
Because I need you to, do what I need you to do. She's like, no, I want to be restricted. But her boyfriend got a fight with me. He's like, going there. So, yeah, she got
See, I do it.
I'm going to be one. I have my own
Alright, you gonna go around. The other way. This way.
I can add that from me or you have to add
From you.
Okay.
Right here. Because I had to use it. Yeah, I'm just trying to see how it looks. Alright, so.
How did you
Alright,
find
now we
it?
got the front. I gotta find the front
What's your number? Capri?
8366094.
Can I put it in? I'll send you the
It works now. No, keep telling me.
Hey guys,
It's gonna
you're
add you to the
hopping on
group
the
then.
line. So
that you can
if
get
you're on, I'm gonna start a feed on Facebook too, so you can let me know who's on the line.
You should get a. Oh, you take it through here? Oh.
What do you want your company name to be? Dan. How you want to mix that? Yes. Okay, I can. What's the name of the show? That's not my company name.
Hey, did you
Okay.
Let me see. I got the tag.
Oh, yeah.
You can't do that. Where's my mom?
She's over there on the floor. She's over
Yeah,
there.
she was the second one you moved after I had got her.
Yes,
Yeah.
she did that.
What?
She was.
No,
Okay.
y'all
Get
start.
your, hey,
All right, bye.
sit down.
Bye.
What is this?
Bye. Okay.
There are 10 people watching you. Say hello.
So what I need to go to?
Say hi. I'm Lexi.
Hi, I'm Lexi. See you on my mommy's video. Bye.
Hot, guys. Okay, so what's gonna be the best way for everybody to sit? Should we all get on the floor, or what we
Yeah,
gonna do?
I like the floor.
So everybody can be at the table. Everybody.
I'm just curious.
He's with Laura. I thought he was gonna be here by now. I don't know where they at. Laura. She went to high school with me. Yeah.
You gonna make the king. Not that far. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 15:30. She like 15:33. Yeah, we thank her. Okay, so I sent her that. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank When's your birthday? Sorry.
Everybody over here working.
October 7th, 1980. Alright.
It should. Let me see.
It'll show on her home screen at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know why I'm doing this.
So yeah, it should.
These phones,
Has anybody tried to call where
I can't see nothing with phones.
Yeah, it should have shown right there. Huh?
Download the app.
You already have 4 customers.
Uh-huh.
Like 976. Minnesota 972.
She put them in this
Yeah,
morning.
I mean, I
so
had
it only takes like 24 hours.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say it probably hasn't updated
Updated
yet.
yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause her.
So wait until
Her, 'cause she is
tomorrow.
at 5 customers now.
Okay, yeah, it should update by tomorrow.
Tomorrow, and then it'll show her on her main screen.
Yep, like down here, there's something that says point accounts, and it'll show you. Yeah.
It'll do what?
Show her
Show
what
it for
reward.
the permission. What do I need to look at the breakdown?
There's a document. I mean, there's a tab called Document Library, and then it's a little side tab that says Commissions. Click on that, and then it'll be a PDF called Compensation Plan.
That's why I be trying to make it to these things so I can learn. So many tabs.
Okay. Auntie, oh, how much longer are you on the phone? 1 more minute? Okay. All right, so give us 5 minutes to gather the people here, and then we're just gonna basically shoot off what everybody should be working on tonight. I had a leaders call on Monday, and I shared a lot of the volume getting tips, so I'm gonna share some of those tonight. I think somebody, baby, went up the stairs. Right here.
The lobby.
We trying to get you back this money. And so we
Here, I was trying to see if she could sit here. Yeah, it's for the $1,000 bonus. You want to qualify. Because it ends in February, so you need to qualify. So you need your 2 scripts so you get your $1,000 bonus. So we can you can move on up. So you already got your 120 in product credit. So basically you got your money back for sign up for, but you get to try other products with. You can choose that. You see, like behind, you see, it's a lot of different other stuff that we can talk about. Oh, and another thing, that she told us tonight. Each person that you sign up, when they refer somebody, your customer get a $35 referral fee. So you can that's a good way to get them in too. You refer somebody to me, you get a $35 product
Or a
credit.
free box of wraps.
Or a free box of wraps. So
It's once they sign up and have their account, they'll get like a referral link that's good for 30 days. And either they can give it to them or sign it up, but I don't do that. I make sure I keep up with their referral.
with everything,
Yeah.
I'm writing down what you say. So it's good
Because
for
some
30
people,
days.
when you send them to your website, they just get lost confused. They're not gonna do it. So if you have a referral, I tell you, give your referrals to me. I know it's such and such referral. I can easily, when you first sign them up, you can see their referral link like in their account. So, or you can have them, what's your referral link? And I'll make sure I put it on you, which a lot of people like because it's free wrap for $35. This her skin and
Okay,
nails,
so
a
both.
vitamin,
A free
and
box
something.
of wraps or $35.
Yeah,
Either or. Okay.
yeah, they
Within
choose.
the first 30 days.
Mhm.
And you can do it.
And you can, that's unlimited.
It's how I'm
And they can get a $10 product credit when they share it, when they first sign up and share it like on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. They share, oh, hey, it's like literally a button they press and it'll share it on their page.
you can go she ain't gotta
When they the share, I don't know how long that button lasts, but as soon as they sign up for their account, they can just hit share and it'll go on their social media.
Okay, parents, I need
And then
all
they'll
y'all
get
to
a $10
control your kids
Credit.
so that we can hear.
$35
Abby.
free box of wraps with any referrals within the first 30 days.
But all three of y'all.
That's fine. Okay, we have a house full of children tonight. So we are quieting them down. And we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Thank you.
That's why we make sure we try to get hooked. When you catch up with something, yeah, when you catch up with something, I'm glad because I want to learn it all.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I think only other person we're missing over here is Fallon. She said she's gonna come down in a second. So hi everyone. I know that we have some new people. This is actually the first time that we've done this working session. Normally we do like a Thursday team training, which is basically where we have leaders come and give tips, etc. But today we're actually going to keep the tips to 10 to 15 minutes. And then basically the idea is that you take those tips and put them into action so that while you're here with people that kind of know how to run this, you can get their instant feedback, versus taking a whole bunch of notes, getting home and never applying them. So basically, in our business, the 25th of the month, the significance of the 25th of the month, basically is that this is the last day that auto shipments run. Okay, so what that means is all of the people that you put in at the end of the month and today, next month, all of their auto shipments will run on the 25th of the month. So what that means for you is that when you're building your teams, a lot of times you need to know how many sales are coming in for you to get a certain promotion. And on the 25th, you know how many orders have come in from existing customers. So at this point, you know how much further you need to work, okay? So for example, if someone is getting ready to go Ruby this month, okay, what they would be looking at is their charts. All right, so let's look at an example. Is my clipboard over here? Okay. Let's just do a chart. Okay. So for example, you have your chart, right? At this point, if you plan on hitting a certain rank in a certain month, okay, and our business is month to month, all right? So if you're gonna promote, it has to be based on whatever you do in that month because sales start over every single month. Does that make sense? Okay, so like say This month you promote to diamond. Next month you still got to have enough sales to hit diamond again. All right. So with that being said, basically if you plan on promoting, you need to have your entire chart filled, or you need to be 1 or 2 people away, you know, so that you can get them filled either today, tomorrow, whatever. Okay. So by the 25th, you know, if you have distributors on your team that had customers come in last month, everything that's going to run has run. All right. Now they will rerun credit card declines tomorrow. So they always run the last Friday of the month. So some of you all will see your volume shoot up again tomorrow. But basically, you need to be going through each person on your chart and writing down what volume amount they have and then what volume amount they need. Okay. So every single box on your chart needs to be at 400 group volume minimum. Okay. So on the charts, it says that, right? So when you see 400 GB, 400 GB, that means each box need to have 400. So you need to go into your reports, and if you're not sure exactly how to run your reports to see this, get with your sponsor tonight so they can show you how to view the volume under each of your distributors, okay? So what many of us have already seen is, you know, either people are where they need to be, and you can just check that box off as being complete. And then that leaves you with knowing who are the people that still need more sales for you to hit your promotion this month, okay? They may be 200 short. They may be 50 short. Some of them may be 400 short because they're brand new, okay? So what most people want to know with 4 days left in the month to hit these goals is, how do I get there? You know, I got 5 people on my diamond chart that are sitting at 0. How do I get 400 in sales for each of those people? How do I get 3,600 in sales, you know, by Monday? Okay, so that's kind of what we're going to talk about today, is really just whipping out all the tricks. Okay, this is double good bonus season. So what that means is there are a lot of people on this team that are going to be getting $20,000 bonuses, $30,000 bonus, $50,000 bonuses. All right, so with that being said, you should not have any plans this weekend except for collecting these bonuses, okay? So you got 4 days to clear your schedule of anything that is not income producing to help you or your team hit goals this month, all right? So let's just kind of go through a few different things that in my 3 years in the business I have done to get volume through the roof in crunch time. Okay, so let's just start out with some of the basics that some people know, some people don't. Number one, the first strategy or the first call to action is, if you have 4 people on your team or whoever on your team is not at 400, you need to have a conversation with them to figure out, are they going to get that 400? Or is this someone that you and your team are going to have to collectively work to help get them there, okay? So in layman's terms, do you have a worker or a non-worker, okay? Because we know that there are some people on our team that are in the Bahamas right now, not worried about collecting these bonuses, okay? So you need to identify who are legit people that can get their own volume and who are the people that you're gonna need to help, okay? When you're having these conversations, basically you're calling people on the phone first and foremost before you text them, because when you get them on the phone, you're going to be able to really hear. Okay, I guess I'm back. So you're basically going to need to know, you know, who's in and who's out. But then you're going to want to know what their plan is, okay? So number one, you need to, if you're a leader, all right, so meaning like say you have a team full of people, you need to help them identify what does it look like, right? So for example, what I used to do in times of promotion, instead of calling people or texting people and saying, hey, you're 200 away, you're 300 away, I used to break it down into different kits. So back in my day, the most popular pack that we were selling was the skinny pack. So I would say, you know, you need to sell 2 skinny packs and 1 wrap pack to get to your sales goal. And for whatever reason, telling them exactly what they need to sell to hit that goal it clicks better than saying you need 400 in sales or you need 300 in sales. Nowadays, my recommendation would be to sell a whole bunch of the system. Okay, this is our newest pack. It has the highest BV. All right, 110 means that you can sell 4 systems and fill a box. Okay, versus trying to sell 10 hair pills, right? So you want to go for the higher target items in crunch time. Okay, now so making sure that you make a list. So an example of that would be, let me see this pen. If I'm sending out a list to my team, I'm probably, and this is once I've had the conversation with people to say, hey girl, I mean, most of y'all probably have already had this conversation, but hey girl, are you going to be able to help the team get these promotions? Are you going to be working for your own promotion? What's the plan? If they say, I'm going to do my best, I'm in it to win it, boom. That's somebody that you're going to add to your list, okay? So say, you know, I got 4 people on my team that all are missing volume. Okay, so something that's gonna be your best friend during this crunch time is gonna be this list right here that literally shows you all of the BVs that are associated with every product, okay? You can find this on your document library, all right? If you type in prices, just the word prices, this document should come up and you're gonna look for the one called that's in US English, okay? So it makes it easy where you're not trying to have to go to your website every time to calculate BV, all right? So it's important to note that every product BV is not the same as the price, okay? For most of the newer ones it is, but for example, a box of wraps costs $59, but it's only 54 BV. All right, so what I just did, and I did this off the top of my head, so if there's some counting discrepancies, let me know. But basically, I have put together a list of all of my team members that are missing volume for me to go Ambassador Diamond. I wish this was the case right now, because I'll be doing a crazy thing. But let's say this is what's the case, okay? I got Ashley. Ashley's missing 200. Shartay's missing 90. Jordania is missing 115. And Alina is missing 10, okay? So how I got that is I went through my entire chart. I looked in the system to see what their current group volume is, all right? And I subtracted that from 400 and got these numbers. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a picture of this right here and I'm gonna send this out in a group text to all of my team members who have told me that they're in it to win it. And I'm literally telling them ways, right? And this is not, okay, I absolutely have to do it this way, but this has proven to show that it helps people get a better vision of what they need to do. So if someone is missing 200, I say, okay, go and sell 3 systems. Or, you know, if she's missing 90, go sell 3 hair, skin, and nails. Or if she's missing 115, go sell 2 boxes of wraps and a fat fighter. Or if somebody's just missing 10, if somebody's just missing 10, they may need to just go sell a thing of fat fighters or some It's Essential bars, okay? Okay, cool. All right, so you need to be sending this out to your people so they can get an idea of what they're missing. But this also does something for just people knowing how they impact other people's charts, right? Because I know, like, when I was coming up in the ranks, when I went diamond, it was allowing one of my uplines to go presidential, okay? So I knew that it was very important that me and my team held our weight in the total equation for Tara to go presidential. Okay, so having this on a group text makes people know where they fit into the puzzle, what they're missing, so they can be accountable for their 25 or their 75 or whatever. And as a leader, you don't have to look at the chart and feel like, oh, I got to go and get 800 in volume when you haven't got 800 in volume all year, and it's unrealistic. Okay, so de-stress yourself by delegating to your workers. Okay, now let's talk about, okay, I've identified what's missing, what I can possibly sell. How do I lock this in the bag? So this is where you kind of help yourself determine what you're going to focus on, right? If I said that you need to sell 3 hair, skin, and nails every single day, 3 to 5 times a day, you need to be posting different before and after pictures of hair, skin, and nail results so that it's in the top of people's minds, okay? Also, if you need to sell a box of wraps, tonight you need to go and wrap yourself. Get some quick 45-minute results and go post your own pictures tomorrow, you know, so much so that people want to know, okay, what did you do? You know, and then by Monday, wrap again and have some more results, okay? If you get your 2-day It Works cleanse in tomorrow, take it over the weekend so that by Monday you can be 7 pounds lighter. Trust me, you will sell out of it by Monday, okay? So the fastest way to get customers is always going to be before and after pictures and personal results, all right? So let's talk about some other strategies for building quote unquote dead legs, or trying to figure out what to do with dead legs, okay? So if you have a leg or a person that's not necessarily working, but they have customers under them, particularly if they have customers that are still within their first 30 days, okay, what you want to do is you want to reach out to that person's customers, because you'll be able to get their numbers out of your eSuite, all right? And you want to remind them that they have only 2 days or 4 days or 10 days to actually get free product, and say something like, hey, not sure if, hey, I'm such and such, whoever they're enrolled with, I'm such and such customer support team, and I see that you are eligible for free product. You know, have you already learned about how to redeem that? No, I didn't. Oh, well, I'm sorry. You only have 3 more days to do it. Let's make sure that you get, you know, the free product that's out there for you. That's when you will explain to them the loyal customer referral program, which basically is for every customer that they refer, they can either get 35 perk points towards their order, or they can get a free box of wraps, okay? So what that means is you may have people that bought the system, they loved it, but now they need more wraps for their arms. Or they got the system, but they want to get hair peels in addition to that. Now they can get all of that stuff for free by referring people. But the beauty of that is when they refer people so that they can get their free product, that actually brings in volume under that leg, okay? So it makes it where you yourself, who's already exhausted all of your leads, or you call all your family members and nobody is biting, you are now tapping into someone else's network, right? So it means that you're not having to search for leads. They have the leads and they're bringing in those people, and you're just basically collecting the volume. So the volume from under that customer will then go up to that box, which can help fill it up to 400. Something else that we talked about, and I don't know how efficient this will be, you know, because we only have 4 days, but it can help some people. You know, instead of spending a lot of time trying to stack dead legs or trying to come up with 1,600 in volume for dead legs, over the next, say, day and a half, maybe try to spend more energy on filling the box with the new person. And this is why. Because the energy that it takes for you to try to go and get 10 customers just for that one person, and you still got other volume missing, you can go and recruit somebody. They can come in with additional product, their booster kit, and 4 customers that sign up in a day, and boom, they already at 300. Just that fast, and you didn't have to do anything, right? So to me, that sounds much easier, much faster than me trying to go find 20 customers out the woodworks, you know, when I've been doing that all month. So for example, Capri just signed up on Sunday, right? And she already has 5 customers. But Shartae could have been trying to hustle and bustle 20 customers, but instead of doing that, she got a distributor that could come in and bring her own people. So that moves much faster than you trying to go and get 50 customers yourself. Go and get a distributor that has their own network that wants to work. Okay. So I know people are like, oh, well, if it was that easy, I would already have one. But maybe make the extra effort for the next day trying to get a distributor to fill a dead hole instead of the same effort that you would have had to make to try to get 6 customers to put under a dead person and then be pissed for 3 months, you know, that they got customers and they not working, right? So that's just a strategy. What else? Let me actually, because I feel like I have 50 million different strategies, let me try to get more specific to the people that are on the line. And let's take a question from the room. And I know that most of y'all are pretty new. Actually, you're going for emerald or diamond?
I don't know. We gotta talk about that.
Okay. So do you have any specific questions? We'll take your questions since you're from the room, and then we'll go online.
Just really trying to, like, I don't know. I'm having the hardest time with these distributors. Like, I've gotten so many inquiries about stuff, and then when I give it to them the simple way, break it down, it's just like they got a million excuses.
What are the excuses?
I'm waiting to get my car right now. Oh, I'm gonna call you back. Still ain't called me back. I got somebody that I'm supposed to talk to on Sunday, which I know her personally, and I know she's not a person. She's an older lady, and she's not gonna play no games. I had another person. Well, let me network first and meet some more people. Then I'll join. Like, I guess it's just a week of excuses for me. I don't know if it's something I can say, or is it just they really just gonna be full of their excuses? Because at first I wanted to do emerald, but then so many inquiries I have been getting, I'm like, well, if stuff play out right, I can really go for diamond. But I've been getting the excuses. So
okay, so we'll try to work on some follow-up texts tonight to see if we can get some people get some more specific whatever. Okay, so the people that are on the line, before I continue on, what are some things that, like, is it just volume, or like, do you all have specific questions having to do with promotions that you're not completely clear on? And while y'all are putting your questions up, I'm just going to continue to give some more strategies. Where is this? And then we're going to be done in not too long, okay? So some other things that I do is I once again try to make sure that I'm not missing anyone, so that we know that in the hustle and bustle of things, a million text messages a day, likes, whatever, some stuff can fall through the cracks, right? So what I do is I went back through my planner from the entire last 2 weeks to see who are people that I was supposed to contact. Because what can happen is you have people on for one day and then they don't answer the phone, and then you forget to put their name somewhere else, and they're still a lead, right? So I'm making sure that you go back to all of the conversations that you were supposed to have. Maybe you did have a conversation, but you don't remember. Try to go back to your text messages where you left off to see where y'all left off, right? Go and just make sure you are not missing anybody. Because when I went back through my list just from this week, it's like 7 people that I still have not called, or that I still have not followed up with to see did they place their order, right? So going through and really just rewriting people that were on the fence or that said this month, because the beauty of a deadline is that it's going to put fire under them. So for most distributors, okay, they have to be in the system by Monday to be eligible for their Ruby bonus, okay? So that gives you a reason to hit them up. Hey girl, just wanted to remind you, you got 4 days, you got 3 days, you got 2 days to be eligible for these bonuses, okay? If someone comes back to you and gives you a March date, so I know there were some distributors like, hey, yeah, I got this girl enrolling on March 3rd, March 5th, March. If it's in the first week of March, they need to be signing up on the 29th, even if they got to borrow money from their mama, all right? I have literally told people that have told me March, like, hey, great, super excited to enroll you in March, but you definitely need to get signed up on Monday, because it's going to give you the opportunity to earn up to this much in bonuses, which you will not be able to get You know what I mean? You will not be able to expand your conversation to that level if you don't sign up. Is there someone you can borrow money from, or do you think that you'll be able to do it, on that time? And most people come back and say, oh, I'm sure I can work some out. Because it's not, if they can do it on the 5th, they can do it on the 29th. Everybody got somebody they can borrow $30 from, 3 people, to hold them over for 2 days, right? So make sure you're letting your March prospects know to get in the system by Monday. All right. With customers, technically from a compliance standpoint, we're not supposed to run any kind of incentives that say, oh, purchase by this date and I'll give you a free wrap, or purchase by that day and I'll give you something free. So, while people do it and while I have done it for years, I don't do it now because obviously at my rank, it's not worth my check. But, at the lower level, I definitely used to be like, hey, order today and you can get something free, right? We can always offer something free to clients, but it cannot be really through social media, or it can't be advertised. The reason why is because every distributor is supposed to be able to be on the same playing field in the advertising space, right? So it's against compliance to say you got a better deal when technically all of us have the same pricing. However, you are allowed to give away free stuff offline, okay? So like how you see people giving away wraps at parties or at events, that is allowed. So the way that you can get around it is say, order by the 29th. Order by the 29th to take advantage of special pricing, or order by the 29th to receive my February discount. Whatever kind of wording it is that's not specifically saying I'm giving you this, okay? And then basically that makes it where you can manipulate the situation based on what they're trying to do, right? So I basically don't say what the deal is until I get somebody on the phone, because a lot of times you get them on the phone and they're not even really looking for a deal, Some people will say, hey, are you running a BOGO right now? And if I have the inventory, I'll just say, yeah, sure. If you buy, $100 worth of stuff today, I'll give you a free whatever, So it's kind of based on what you have to give, so pull out those kind of tricks or use that kind of language. Or you can use language like, purchase by today to get 40% off. And a lot of people don't even really understand it. That is actually the loyal customer pricing. So people will come to me like, oh, let me get that 40% off. Okay, boom. You're still a regular loyal customer, but it's just the way that you market it, right? So really putting together on social media grams that say end of the month blowout or end of the month sale or end of the month special pricing is going to get people flowing in your inbox, okay? What else do I do? So once again, I go back through the text message and I'll even shoot something out that says, hey, I'm running a BOGO special. Because once again, this is offline, so I'm not doing anything in compliance wise. Hey, I'm doing a BOGO special, or I'm doing if you buy the system today, you can get, half a week's supply of greens for free, which means 5 packs of greens. I don't mind giving away 5 packs of greens. You know what I mean? So, but most of the time I'm not giving away something unless I know it's going to hit my BV quota that I need for a certain person, all right? Or I can get such and such for free, which really is just the loyal customer referral program. So I used to do that a lot with hair pills. I used to say, join the 90-day challenge with a friend and get 1 month supply free. And really all that is them signing up and their friend purchasing through their referral link and them getting 35 perk points on their account to use towards hair pills, right? So because they think, oh, now I'm going to get free product, they bring in friends. So what that does is now I have volume from that order and from their friend's order. And a lot of times the friend would do that same deal, right? So now you basically sold 3 hair pills all at once, So really getting creative with the referral thing. Also, on the subject of referrals, that's also a way to pull volume at the wazoo. Okay, great. Everybody on your leads list already bought, or they already said no. Go back to that same list of 200 people and ask them for referrals. Hey, girlfriend, I know that you've already started on your journey. Just checking back in with you to see if you had 5 other friends that were looking, to get the same type of product or we're looking for whatever. You know, one of my favorite lines is, hey girl, I'm currently looking to expand my portfolio. Do you have any mommy friends that you think could be interested in some bounce back products or some stretch mark cream? So that way they feel like I'm really looking for like models almost. And so of course they're saying, oh yeah, my girlfriend is pregnant. She would love this. She loves stuff like this, whatever, right? So grabbing those referrals is huge. A girl, Ariana out in Alaska, was basically telling us that all of her 5 wrap parties that she booked came from people that told her no, right? So they didn't want to buy products, they didn't want to become distributors, but they like her still. Just because they don't want to support you don't mean they don't like you. So they were still willing to host parties for her, and they were willing to, you know, get referrals for her. Okay, so don't feel like just because somebody doesn't want your product, they may not be in the health and wellness, they may be gym rats and just be on this. That doesn't mean that they don't know people that want your product. So you have to ask. Okay, so literally going back through your list. This is the time, guys, where when we say dialing for dollars, that's what it means. It means that you're like this all day. It means that you're on the phone repeating the same script all day. Okay, it is crunch time. What's something else? Let me think. So you all know, or I'm not going to assume everyone knows, because we have over 300 new team members just this month. Woohoo! Y'all are doing great. Okay. One of our favorite messages, and I think that something that probably gets me the most customers is if I have a before and after picture or a lifestyle post that's related to the business and someone likes my post, I'm sending them a message. Every single person that likes my post is getting a message. This is an example of someone who got a message, okay? She said she was never gonna like my post again. That's fine, because she a distributor today, right? Okay, so do not be afraid to slide in people's DM and say, hey, keep it very cute. Keep it very cute and casual. Hey, boo, thanks for the love on my post. Are you interested in learning more about my product? That's all you gotta say, okay? And they will either, most of them will ignore you, okay? Or they'll come back and say, no, thank you. Or a lot of people came back, actually, no, I'm already a customer. But then you will have 2 or 3 yeses out of the 20 people that you message, okay? That's why it's important to post every day, because if you're not posting every day, you don't have nobody to message because you don't have no likes, right? If you've been in the game for a minute, don't be afraid to go to your post from 20 weeks ago and be like, hey girl, thanks for the love on my post. What? I don't even remember you. But the beauty of Instagram is that it shows them the post that they like. So they know you're not lying, right? So go and dig up old bodies, guys, because people are still out there. I've been doing this 3 years, and people are still coming to me saying, I want to buy a product from you that have known me my whole life, okay? So just make sure that you're rotating those conversations, because it's just a numbers game, which means that the more people you talk to, the more people you're going to sign, all right? What if I don't have a list, okay? Then that means that you need to hit the streets. That means that you need to go to Target, Walmart, hangout thing. Okay, looks like I'm back. I don't know if everybody got kicked off. Let's go see.
You want to hang out or do live?
Hang out.
I was really like, I hope she not.
No, ma'am. must got cut off because people sending me messages. It says that I'm back. So yeah, basically I was just saying that every customer that you get, before you get off the phone with them, you need to make sure that it's turning into another customer. So being conversational and saying, hey, I know that, you know, who are some of your girlfriends that you think, you know, would be interested in this? Or do you know anybody, you know, that out of the 36 products that we offer have something, you know, or would be interested in something? And then make them give you the name and say, do you mind doing the introduction tonight? Or doing the introduction via email tomorrow? You know, and a lot of people will do that for you. Also, one of the things that Denise was reminding us on the leadership call on Monday was we were doing a whole bunch of posts this time last year when she earned her 20K bonus, where we were asking people for support, right? So there was literally a post, and I think we posted it on the Facebook group earlier this week, where it was like, hey, I'm currently going for a goal. I'm a few orders short. You know, if you know anyone that's looking for health and wellness, do you mind, whatever. So that whole support card is very helpful, because even though we think that the people don't care about us, a lot of people do, okay? Okay. Let me go over to Facebook to see if you all posted anything, and then I'm hopping off at 8:30 because I have I need to call my own dog on leave. All right. So let's see. I'm on. Okay. Trying to see if you all had any questions. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's any questions. I think more than anything, you guys just need to remember that ain't no sleep, okay? Ain't no sleep during promotion time. So that means that you need to be going through your million friends on Facebook, your million friends on Instagram, finding new friends, calling everybody that you know, telling them to send you 5. If you got 20 people that you know, and they all send you 5 people, that's enough volume to